So we had already started and I forgot to get a before and after shot. Well, I got the after still, not the before. This is whenever we were about halfway through. We had finished up the right side by the windows. And well, we're going to take you with us on the ride. Let's get it. Well, temperatures are supposed to rise today to 80, but I don't know how it's going to feel with this wind. And we are up in the heights, man. The sky full today. Ooh. Wind is not helping us out, man. I'm already a little bit scared, to be honest. Whenever I'm walking, this thing is getting wobbly. And my ladder's moving all around. It's so unsafe. My drill can't stop shaking, baby. I guess somebody's got to get up here, right? Alright, time to quit playing. Let's get to work. Alright, so this is the first set that we had started on. We needed to put our piece next to our trim on the window so we could continue right above. We gotta reinstall these bad boys, making sure that they're evenly spaced out. We're gonna go ahead and leave a 1/4 inch gap, or in this case, we're gonna use our handy square just to make sure that our spacing is consistent all the way through. We always start by nailing them down before we get our screws in. Kind of helps hold them in place while we space them out evenly. Once we're done nailing our boards in with our galvanized nails, we use our 2.5 inch stainless steel screws to secure the boards in place. But we want to make sure that our screws are straight and consistent down the line. We don't want to be screwing them kind of in a zigzag, crazy type of pattern. We want our screws nice and straight down the line. Something that I also want to point out to you guys, again, apart from using our square to space out our 1/4 inch gap between our boards, we're also leaving an 1/8 inch gap above the trim of the window. That's just so whenever it rains or whenever you get snow build up, the boards don't consume as much water or moisture, but kind of gives the boards a little bit of a longer life throughout the years, especially with the weather and the rain that we get here in Tennessee. I'm not sure how much you can tell, but it is really windy up here, so it's already bad enough being up here. Kind of makes me a little bit more scared. I guess somebody's got to do it though, right? So here we are again, aligning our screws perfectly down the line, keeping them nice and consistent. Piece of cake, baby. Let's go. Well, I guess join me as we make our way up some 36 feet on this ladder. Oh man, that looks fun, doesn't it?
Hey, what up, buddy? What's up, man? What's going on? A little scared.
No, there's no. Well, we made it all the way up to the top of the gable. And now we gotta remove and replace because board computer weathering. Huh? We'll see what happens, man. Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we arrived and we got right to it, so sadly didn't get to see the new boards that we put up from the beginning, but we're getting along. But it's coming along and the process is almost done. It looks beautiful. So we're actually back for a second day here at this project. We felt it was a little unsafe being all the way up at the top of the ladder with strong gusts of wind that kept blowing. It literally felt like it was going to tip us over. we're already afraid of heights, so that just made it a lot worse. Another thing to note is that everywhere we have a long cut, or in other words, a cut at a 45-degree angle that overlaps the bottom piece, we need to pre-drill to make sure that our board does not crack. Otherwise, it will definitely crack at the moment with our screw or later on with weathering. Well, after a couple hours, we're coming up on finalizing the project. We're down to the last boards, just making sure that we keep our spacing again consistent and our screws nice and tight. Thanks for joining us on this one, guys. Till next time.
Alright, well, we find ourselves a little bit of in a situation. Currently up all the way at the top of the ladders, and it is really windy, so if we're going to come down, we're probably going to take off some of our weight pressure from the top and the bottom. I don't know how safe that is, but it's really windy and low-key scared to go down right now. Who told me to come up, man? Who told me?